Good morning. You know, it's early morning here on the Fremont Street here in Las Vegas, and I had to make this video. As many of you know, sometimes I have to take a posture that is difficult in order to find out the truth, in order to uncover the nitty-gritty. And here in Vegas, I had to take a posture of like a street person in order to find out some truths, because there's, you know, you're not going to find out the truth if you're sitting in your like high-rise offices in your ivory towers thinking that you're so special when you're just an overprivileged, overpaid, and underworked freaking obese idiot. So I had to come on the street to get the real scoop, and the real scoop is this. Well, first off, if you had told a mobster in Vegas 40 years ago that on Fremont Street there'd be 700 cameras watching the street and federal marshals creepy crawly everywhere up everybody's butt, they would have said, hey, I need a new town, I gotta get out of here. That's right. So here on Fremont Street, there are 700 cameras everywhere watching like everybody's moves, even their fucking pinky finger. But to make things worse, there's federal fucking marshals everywhere. But to make things worse, they're totally fucking useless. You know why? Because just about, a month ago, right over here on this street corner, okay, with all these fucking cameras, and with all these cops everywhere supposedly, this guy shoots somebody dead and gets away. They didn't ever catch him. How do you think that happened? Because not only are there cameras everywhere on this fucking street, okay, but everywhere from this street all the way down that way and all the way down that way, and every fucking street corner in Las Vegas there's a fucking camera everywhere. So you telling me they didn't catch him? That's because they didn't want to. That's because this town is about as corrupt as Mexico is, and any other fucking big ass corrupt country with lots of corruption. Las Vegas, come on, they just killed a guy here and the cops let the guy get away. That's what I'd say. The cops had a reason to let the guy get away because obviously they had him on camera all the way through his getaway, all the way down the street. How did they not catch him? I mean, you know, if you're in southern Mexico in the jungle and somebody shoots you and the cops come and say, oh, we couldn't find the guy, he got away. Well, okay, there's no cameras, there's no cops, it's the jungle, what do you do? But here you're in Fremont Street and these corrupt cops let the guy get away. Why do you think they did that? Now, you know, to make things worse, okay, the corruption is pretty bad on all levels. I'm walking down the street now, and this casino called the D, as in downer, as in doofus, as in dipshit, D for dipshit, or D for Derek dipshit. Yeah. So they invited me here, right? They invited me here on a 3-night, all expenses paid trip to Vegas, right? And so my first night here, I came here after, you know, my shoulder surgery, and I'm traveling and stuff. And all of a sudden, my first night, they come into my room and claim I'm a terrorist. And they came in and wanted to check my window to make sure it wasn't broken and all this and that and the other thing. And I said, wait a minute, you guys invited me here as a high roller, and now you're claiming I'm trying to do something to you? And then they asked me, are you taking medication? I'm like, what? No, I don't take any medication for nothing. Not even my shoulder surgery, okay? So like, then they pretty much discriminated against me the whole time I was at the D. And they still owe me money even. So go figure. I'm probably going to end up having to call, let's see, what would that be? The Nevada Gaming Commission? And let them know what's going on at the D. But more importantly, and I hate to do this, and I hate to play this card, but when you fuck with me, okay, you're playing with fire. You like to fucky? Yeah, me like to fucky too. You like to fucky? Me gonna fucky you. So here at the D, right, here it is behind me. The big D, huh? Big for dumbass. Because these dumbasses hired a bunch of illegal aliens, and all I gotta do is call immigration on them and have half their fucking workforce taken away from them. Just, you know, just a thought. Go figure, right? So by the end of today, If I haven't received the payment that I'm supposed to get from the D for the money that they owe me, I'm gonna call the Nevada Gaming Commission, I'm gonna call immigration, and I'm gonna have their operation shut down and fined. Oh, not to mention, don't anybody go bet at the D. You're never gonna win. Why? Because the D owes too much money to the bank and all these loans it took to let you win. So when you walk in there, you can just bet it pretty much be guaranteed you're gonna lose because they owe too much money to the bank to let you win. That's just the beginning. This is just the first video about the stupid corruption in Vegas. That's just like unbelievable. A guy dies and the cops can't find him or catch him even though there's 700 cameras here. Oh, yeah, so, because they know what I'm doing, they tried to mess with me yesterday and come and mess with me all day to see if I was doing something wrong, but I'm not doing anything wrong. But these rent-a-cops, these security guards who come down here, they got they got a pole up their ass because they don't want to even let you sit down. They don't want to let you put a fucking chair down. They don't want you to do this. They don't want you to go barefoot and this and that and the other thing. And they got all these cameras to make sure you don't go barefoot. But yesterday actually, there's a woman who had a fight with another woman, and when the fight happened, all of a sudden the one woman fell down. She had a heart attack. And it took the cops like 10 minutes to get to her because she's having a heart attack. And it took like 20 minutes for the ambulance to get here. Even though we're like Fremont Street, right? There should be tons of law enforcement and services everywhere. Especially if they can come down on me within a minute for not having shoes on or sitting down on the street block. I mean, if you can come down on me that fast for something that stupid, then you better be ready to come down really fast and get to an emergency like the woman who almost died last night. And we're not sure if she did die or not. She was taken away to the hospital. That's just one incident where I could say the cops are useless. They only show up to do cleanup duty after the fact. Or they come to mess with people who the casino doesn't like anymore. Oh, poor baby. Fuck you, Derek. You're gonna pay me the money you owe me, or fuck you.